welcome to Gemstone Tarot for Wednesday the 5th of August 2026. And I really want to say 2024. Oh gosh, sometimes, well no, all the times. There's all sorts going on today. There is literally a drill at every degree of everywhere. There's car alarms going off, there's, you name it. And the day is still young. Anything could happen. They've still got that pile of like duvets or pillows or whatnot going on in there as well. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. No, some of the kids have gone cycling. It's school holidays. There's some frazzled parents bickering with each other up and down the street. Yeah, that's about it really. Ooh. My garden lady came and did things in the garden. Love my garden lady. She's a wonderful soul and knows how to do the garden, and I don't know how to do the yarden. So that's really amazing. Really, really nice. And then if she plants something, I send her pictures of it. No, especially if it's winter bulbs. And we're almost like, we're not that far away from winter bulbs, are we? Anyway, we're doing the disco cards today. I've got that song going on in my head. D-I-S-C-O. I used to listen to that when I was young. What do we need to know for Wednesday, the peak of the week? Oof. There's all sorts going on in August, isn't there? We're kind of coming up to the 2 eclipses, but also we've got Lionsgate, whatever it is. That's usually on the 8th, isn't it? That's not very far away. Anyone who knows anything about that, leave it in the comments. Okay, tell us all about it. Oof. I feel like this might be about it, so I'm just saying that. Get the star straight out. Blessings downloading. The star is also opportunity, but also your own hopes and dreams about something. You know, this feeling of, I don't know, it's like manifesting, putting it out to the universe, but feeling a bit magical and just sensing, you know, July was, Jesus Christ, I don't even know what's called July. It was a lot. August feels more open. It feels more channeled, and it feels more opportunistic. And even though the energy feels incredibly concentrated and eclipsy and all of that stuff, it still feels like it's open rather than when you're in Mercury retrograde, where it's just dragging you back. And it's necessary to be dragged back. But at the same time, this is energy you can play with. And that's what happens in the star, is that you're actually, you know, trying this, trying that, being willing to throw hope out there, having a true north, just having a bit of light in it and feeling like there's light at the end of the tunnel, you know. And then just as we were feeling all good and cozy and lovely, we get 5 of Pentacles. But I don't mind this, actually. I like the way they've done this as well, like sort of going past the jewellers. It's like, no, we will not be looking at the cubic zirconia bracelet. Oh, here we go. Helicopter. Maybe we can have the red devils fly over as well. Why not? 5 of Pentacles, Mercury and Taurus. Sometimes what you're left with is doing it on your own. Okay. If that's the worst that can happen, then so be it. You go it alone. You do it alone. You fight it alone. It doesn't always mean, you know, romantically alone. It just talks about being realistic and being in the universe and things not being... Sometimes what you want is not the easy way out. Sometimes what you want is a little bit difficult. And that's all right. because I feel like you're good for fighting the good fight. The card next to that is the person who's making the cubic zirconia bracelet. I only say that because when we were younger at school and we were all like teenage girls, the place that you wanted to, well, the only place, because there wasn't a lot of places then, was there really, was Elizabeth Arden. Was it Elizabeth Arden? Elizabeth Duke. Does anybody remember that? I think it was part of Argos. Let me know in the comments. If you know, you know. You used to go into Argos, which was our first ever shop where you could buy something. They don't really have them now. They've sort of incorporated them into supermarkets. But you buy something and it was like magic because you said you wanted it and then it came down a conveyor belt out the back, which always looked really kind of sketchy and like the back of the school stage, you know, that kind of thing. And then some poor person with a headphone thing would be waiting and some other poor person would throw this package down and then you would pick it up. And then they would have a jewellery section that you could look at with all these light. And of course I love lights and it's all very sort of winking and Neptunian and woohoo. And they had rolled gold, which just meant it was made of crap, and cubic zirconia, which like fake diamonds. And we were all like, you know, if you had a boyfriend or whatever and they bought you a cubic zirconia ring, that was this sort of height of romantic stuff. So let me know, or you bought yourself like horrific earrings that your mum disapproved of once you got your ears pierced at Claire's, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, little brief sojourn into Argos there. We have the Eight of Pentacles, so you feel the fear and you do it anyway, okay, because you're inspired and because there's actual power in realising that you're on your own in something. Not the same as being alone. It's kind of, I don't know, let me know in the comments if you have the right word for that, because I don't think I do. And then we have the Eight of Wands, and I feel this is like the 8th of August that we start, things really start to speed up towards that really nice, I think, partial new moon eclipse. No, new moon solar eclipse. It's hot, everyone's drilling. In Leo, which we have coming, which is a bit like woohoo. And as you can see, this is like, I love this sort of thing, this neon streaks of things. Neon streaks of things. And that leads into that. I mean, come on. And this, again, it doesn't necessarily mean relationships. It can mean massive amount of self-love. It links with the Star card. You know, this is almost like an overflowing, unlimited, unconditional love for the self and for your hopes and for your dreams, and feeling the glint of a future, but also feeling the very true fact that you kind of come into this universe alone and we kind of leave it alone. And it's about having your path to tread, but also your path starting to open up for you and having some neon lighting, and that never ever goes wrong. I love neon lighting. Never goes amiss. Leave me a comment. I like that reading. See you soon. Namaste.